Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the International Door Closers. International is the name of the company. This is their part number 532. This is a rim strike used on an exit device, and a strike plate for a rim device is generally either a solid piece of equipment or it has a roller like this one does. Some exits have rollers, some have solid lips on them. This has small serrations on the back, which will certainly help with installation to keep it in place with all the lateral sort of work that the strike will have to overcome of the latch bolt constantly making contact with it, certainly in both directions, pushing on it with any sort of preload that might exist, and then of course closing. And this video is really to serve as visual, dimensional evidence of the item as well. Let's take a dimensional overview. Overall height of the strike, about 3 5/16, just about. Overall width, about 1 3/16. Its overall projection to the outside of the roller is 1/2 inch. The inside space where the keeper of the latch will reside, about 1 1/8. Okay. From the back of the strike, looks like it's about 5/8 of an inch. Okay. This rim strike is used on the 5510 and 5610 series exit devices, and is the standard on 5000 series rim exit devices. Let's take a look and see what that means. Before we do that, stainless steel with a plated roller. This certainly does appear to be cast stainless, and the fact that my magnet is marginally magnetic does indeed tell me that it's stainless. This plated roller is going to be certainly made of steel. It's probably zinc plated. Okay. Let's take a look at the link below this video to the document called Product Catalog, and it will give you an overview of the 5000 series exit devices by International Door Closers. It's going to be considered a standard duty commercial. They're calling it light duty. I would be surprised if this was anything less than, even though that they're called light duty, I wouldn't be surprised if that rim device wasn't grade 1, which would mean heavy duty. I don't see a reference to grade anywhere in the document, which tells me it probably does not carry an ANSI or BHMA grade rating. If they don't list that, it is rated. So when they're saying light duty, hard to know how many cycles it's going to be known to meet, because they simply don't indicate that. Okay, they indicate that it is available as a fire-rated device. So it's been tested for fire compliance, just apparently not for cycles of usage. A grade 1 would be 1 million cycles. Grade 2 would be 500,000 cycles. The absence of that doesn't tell me that it is a low-quality device. I would obviously prefer a device that's been tested and graded, but I wouldn't be surprised if this device wasn't, there. And I don't have any personal experience with the 5000 series from International, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a very good, robust device that you could definitely depend on. A lot of these imported exit devices from Asia, they are good quality devices in the sense that they work very well, and they're obviously priced very well. So the 532 strike is going to work with their rim exit device, and what we're seeing here is the very design of this device is one that will feature a deadlocking tab, and that deadlocking tab is going to need to ride over this raised area here so that it will permit the latch bolt from being lloyded, from being tampered with. When it's depressed and properly depressed, you won't be able to push that latch bolt in, and that would be, of course, a good idea for security. Even though you can't get to the latch bolt from an exit device from the outside, it's very likely the reason that it passed the fire test is probably because of that design as well. So that's why it's going to be there. This is a surface applied strike. Obviously, there is a different strike that you're going to get with the with a fire rated device. That would be the 533 device. Not the same strike at all. And when you order a fire rated device, it will come with the 533 strike, and it will also feature less dogging. You wouldn't be able to dog that device open. So there is the devices that this is used on are going to be the 5510, as we mentioned earlier, which is typical for wide style or hollow metal doors, wood doors. Then there's the 5610 strike, which they indicate to be for narrow style aluminum doors, or any door with a very narrow style. The minimum style required, let's see if they indicate what that minimum style would be on a 5610. Indeed, they do. The minimum style is 2.5 inch. So if you get into a situation where you've got a very narrow style, provided that it's 2.5, you'd be able to use their 5610 exit device. There is also listed a 531, which would be a shim for the 532. That's 1/8 of an inch thick. If for some reason you needed to move that strike out a little bit further away from the face of from the soffit of the frame, you'd be able to do that. The reason that you would do it is just because most likely you've got the exit device at the incorrect back set, at the wrong dimension mounted on the door, or for some reason you have a 1/2 inch projection on your frame, which would be uncommon. However, if you were sticking this on a wide style aluminum door, you'd probably run into that problem where you would need the shim, because hollow metal frames have a projection of the stop of 5/8 of an inch. Aluminum storefront, if it's not a blade stop, it will certainly have a smaller projection on a stop. The rest of that product catalog goes through all of the 5000 series, the accessories, the arrangements, the vertical rod, the rim, exterior trims, discussion in terms of finishes that are available. Handings of doors are also listed there, along with other options such as a firebolt model, and then cylinder dogging can be done as well. And then finally, well, almost finally, you get a couple of screws. Those are going to need to be drilled and tapped. I'm tempted to say it may be 1/4 You want to obviously check that before you go drilling a hole for it. Finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the international products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the international, this is their part number 532 Rim Strike, or any other international product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.